A pitching change for Green Bay as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Battle Creek.
Max Frederick on the mound for the Green Bay Bullfrogs, a 6'2", 190 junior from New London, Wisconsin, out of UW Stevens Point. Frederick, so far on the season, just 3 appearances. He's arrived late, 3 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts. No record to speak of. His ERA is at 18, but that's just due to the short amount of innings that he's pitched.
Well, first man he will face is a guy with a home run today, Tyler Moore. He homered last half inning way back in right field, and that opened the floodgates for Battle Creek, and Frederick stays away on the first offering to Moore outside, ball 1.
3 times he stepped to the plate, 3 times he scored runs.
Here's the 1-0, and good eye by Moore to lay off, 2 balls and no strikes.
So he'll join Sullivan, Acevedo, and Mirabelli. Remember Tyler Sullivan? Way back early in the season, all 3 of those guys have scored 3 runs this season as well. Nobody's got 4.
There's a strike on 2-0 to make it 2-1. Three and 1. Boy, bring up the name Tyler Sullivan. That just takes you way back to the start of the season. 3 balls and 1 strike on Moore, and he coaxes a leadoff walk. So no base hit for Moore, but he is aboard for the 4th time in the ballgame. Gabe Acevedo is 3 for 3 today. 2 singles and a double. We just got to get the home run and the triple out of the way. And a toss to first. Moore's back.
Well, the home run maybe. The triple is going to have to ricochet off a couple of walls.
First pitch to Acevedo, a called strike 1. Keep you going on our check around the majors also here.
Indeed we will. And another big series in the NL Central. When isn't there a big series in the NL Central?
How about never?
Cardinals-Reds in Cincinnati. So really here it's a chance for the Reds to climb back into this thing as they stand 5.5 out of first. Meanwhile, St. Louis and Cincinnati in that series, they're going to go back and forth at each other, all while the Pirates sit back and play the Rockies. 5-3 Cincinnati in the 6th right now.
That's baseball. And the 1-1, Acevedo flares this one foul. I'm sure the Cardinals are thinking, well, we just played 5 games in 4 days against the first-place team, and now we have to go play the Reds in Cincinnati? Who put this schedule together?
I think whoever put it together didn't foresee the Pirates doing what they're doing.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Gabe Acevedo. Looking for a 4-for-4 day, and he lays off ball 2.
Just speaking of that schedule, in case you're interested, Pirates and the Reds will finish the season with a 3-game series against each other.
Full count now on Acevedo. That will be a fun one.
And 6 of the final 9 games those 2 teams will be facing each other.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what? You'll know where to find me that week. And the 3-2 runner is off, and a fly ball to right field by Acevedo. Torres coming over into the bullpen to haul it in. 1 out. Not an easy fly ball to handle.
That's a tough play, considering he went right behind the bench there as he didn't know where it was running in. Good play by Torres.
Here's Matthew Goodson, a 2-run home run his last time up in the 5th inning.
Getting back to our baseball scores now, the Red Sox ahead of the Diamondbacks in the 7th inning, 2-1. Paul Goldschmidt with his 26th bomb, and Shane Victorino smacks a solo shot as well.
First pitch to Matthew Goodson, strike one.
Goodson, the only bomber this season to hit 2 home runs in one game.
Well, he has a chance to do it again. That 2-homer game came back in early July right here at C.O. Brown Stadium. There's a 0-1. Ball one.
Wilson Ramos and Adam LaRoche are connecting on home runs as right now the Nationals lead the Brewers in the 8th, 3-0.
And here's the 1-1. There's a fly ball on the infield off the bat of Goodson. The shortstop Burleson, 2 outs. So Frederick trying to strand the leadoff walk, Tyler Moore at first base. And he'll have to face Tommy Mirabelli to get out of it.
In that Nationals-Brewers game, 7 strong innings from Dan Herron. No runs, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts.
Mirabelli today a double in 3 at-bats. First pitch here from Frederick, high and tight, ball one.
Top of the 7th inning in Baltimore, the Mariners lead the Orioles 6-2. Baltimore 2 runs on 2 hits, a Wieters solo home run and a Machado solo home run. And what would it be if we looked up at an Orioles box score and we didn't see either Wieters, Machado, Jones, McLouth, or Davis hitting a home run every day?
It would not be an Orioles box score. Mirabelli takes on 1-0, low and outside, 2-0. He handed me a piece of paper last night, simply said, Chris Davis is a beast.
The shot that he hit yesterday was out onto Utah Street.
Oh, you're kidding.
By the warehouse at Camden.
That qualifies as a shot as Mirabelli swings and misses on 2-0 to make it 2-1.
2 other scores to report. Those Pirates, they're up on the Rockies 3-0. Jose Tabata, home run number 3. And for Pittsburgh, another stellar outing by one of their starters. It's Francisco Liriano. He goes 6 innings, gives up 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, and he's not done yet. They're in the 6th.
And they have called a balk on Frederick, so advance Moore on down to second base.
Final score to report for those here in Michigan that are wondering what's going on with the Tigers. And again, another streak that's in the midst right now, and it's not a very good one. The White Sox have lost 8 in a row. And the Tigers are looking to make it 9. 3 solo home runs from Detroit. Tigers up 3-0 on the White Sox. Hunter, Peralta, and Iglesias, although Peralta's not going to be in the lineup much longer, David. A report coming out of ESPN Outside the Lines that says Alex Rodriguez, along with 12 other players, will be suspended on Monday by the MLB for their involvement in the PED biogenesis case, and that includes Peralta.
So it appears that Major League Baseball is finally going to act on that situation.
And according to Outside the Lines, Alex Rodriguez likely to be suspended through the end of the 2014 MLB season.
Which is what we expected. Here's the 2-1 to Mirabelli. Outside, 3-1. Obviously, a tough blow for the Tigers, but this is something that had to be done. A message had to be sent.
But for Max Scherzer, though, he really only needs 1 run of support if he wants to get another win.
Here's a 3-1. Mirabelli swings and misses, and the count fills now 3-2.
He's about to move to 16-1 on the year. His whip is under 1. It's .91. A 2.85 ERA. He goes 7 2/3 in this one against the White Sox. Allows 3 hits, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts.
Here's the payoff pitch from Frederick to Mirabelli, and it's outside. Second walk of the inning for Frederick. We'll put runners at first and second with 2 outs for the leadoff man, Cam Gibson.
That'll do it for our Major League scores here in the 6th inning.
Gibson today, a single for 4. Has 2 runners on here, though. 11-5, Battle Creek on top. First pitch outside, ball 1 to Gibson. And I think, Spence, you and I both agree that Gibson is certainly one of those guys that is major league bound.
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame show some long-term prospects for some of these guys. And I think the first name that comes to mind is a man with another base hit in Gibson.
Well, that is the second time that Ryan Drobny has committed an error in this ballgame that has allowed Gibson to reach. And that will go down as a single, though. It was almost a fantastic leaping grab. And Gibson is aboard for the 3rd time tonight, and the bases are loaded.
Gibson's a guy, David, who I think when you look at this team as a whole, his intangibles, not just his talent, because we know he's got that, but his hustle and athleticism and passion for the game are really going to help him move up and on in the world.
Bases loaded for Jared Foster, and Frederick delivers a strike 1 on the outer edge.
When you get a guy like Gibson who hustles out every single routine ground ball, managers love that. And
there will be a spot for you in the lineup, no question. 0-1 on Foster. Now the set by Frederick, the pitch. Foster goes after it, and it's fouled off to the right side, 0-2.
And David, here we are in the 6th inning. Foster's 3 for 3 with an RBI, a run scored, a sacrifice fly that brought in that run. And here he steps up with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Another chance for him to deliver and help out this team.
3rd night in a row, he's going to be on the postgame show.
Why not?
Running out of questions to ask him. He's behind, no balls and 2 strikes, though. Trying to cash in the bases loaded here, and he'll have another chance as that's ball 1 outside.
David, the Bombers with 11 runs today. Their season high in runs is 12. That was against Green Bay. And 16 hits is their season high. They have 15 tonight. We've still got at least another 2 innings of offense.
Well, there's a 1-2. That drops in for strike 3, and the Bombers will leave them loaded. It's an 11-5 ball game as we go to the 7th.